Good day. So this video will show you on how to create a simple e-commerce website using PHP. Now to follow this video, you will need a XAMPP Apache Bootstrap package. So this is a ready to use compiled code which includes CSS bundles. We need also the Visual Studio Code. So this will be our code editor. And we need also the Bootstrap navbar. So this is a responsive navigation header. So it includes branding and navigation. Now to start with, so our first need is the SAM Apache. So I already installed it in my laptop. So you can do so to follow this video. Now, the second one is you need to download the Bootstrap download or the Bootstrap package. Just go to the getbootstrap.com, scroll down, and then click download. Okay. Now, after downloading the Bootstrap package, so go to your PC C drive, go to your SAM folder. Select and click the htdocs. So from here, create a folder. So let's say this is sample. So inside the folder sample, go back to your downloaded Bootstrap. So extract this, copy these two folders, the CSS and the JS. So copy it to our some htdocs to your sample folder. So after this, you need to download and install the Visual Studio Code. Okay, so go to the code.visualstudio.com and then click download for Windows. Okay, now once the Visual Studio Code is installed to your computer. So I already installed it in my laptop. So just open this Visual Studio. Now, if it is your first time to use the Visual Studio, automatic that in the Explorer, you will see the folder that you've created. Now, if you did not see the folder that you've created inside the htdoc, so you can click File, click Open Folder, then click Sample, and then click Select Folder. Okay, so here as you can see, this is the folder that we copy in our Bootstrap package. Now here we have here the new file, the new folder. So click the new file and then type index.php. Okay. Now, here inside the index.php, so on your keyboard, type the exclamation point, then press enter on your keyboard. Okay, so it will automatically give you the basic code for this. Now, let us have here a title. So, let's say this is Iram's products. Okay, and services. So let me close my title here. Then after this, so we need to have here the code to call for our Bootstrap package. So since to maximize the minutes of this video, I'm going to copy my code here. Okay, so let me just save this. So let me just get my code. So I will just copy this. Okay. And then I will go back to the sample folder. Okay. So this is the code in order for me to call the package of our Bootstrap. Okay. Now, here inside our body, so let me just delete this. Okay. So you can do so to delete that file. Okay. And now, inside the body, we can create a navigation bar here. Now, in order for you to create the navigation bar, so here we need to have a Bootstrap nav bar. So go back to your browser and then type Bootstrap nav bar. Okay? Now, click this and then scroll down. So this nav bar is a ready-made code here. So we need to copy it and then go back to your Visual Studio Code. So paste this in inside your body. Now let me just edit this so we don't need here the form. Okay, we don't need also this. And then so cut this and then paste it in between of this link, and then we can now delete this. Now here, instead of action, so let me just edit it. So let's say my products is all about shoes and bags. Okay. Now here, instead of drop down, so this is my products. Then I don't need to have here another link. Okay, and then, so this navbar, so let's say this is kerams.com. Okay, so let us save this. Now, open your SAMP Apache. Okay, then click Start. So, go back to your browser, then type localhost / then the name of the folder that we've created. So localhost / sample. Okay. So here if you have here a header black here, so it is okay. So here in my example, so I have here my products, business shoes and bags. Okay. Now let us create a um, database here. Okay? Now, in order for us to create a database, so click this MySQL. So click Start. And then here, type localhost / PHP myadmin. So earlier, I already created a database and a table here. So here I created Iram as my table, as my database, and I have here a table of bag. Now, in order for you to follow this video, so in order for you to create a database here, so you will just need to click here new, and then it will ask you for your database. Okay. So let's say this is sample and then click create. Okay. Now what are the columns that you will need to this video? So let's say you will need a table for bag and it has 7 columns. So you will just click create here and then you will just type here let's say the ID for your products. So it will be auto increment. And then after the ID, of course, you need to have the price. So the price is for example, it is in decimal. So let's say the price is, and then our brand name. Okay, so for the brand name, it is variable character. So 300 characters. So let's say this is 200 characters for the decimal. And then for the after brand name, we have image. So this is variable char. So let's say this is 300 length or values. And then we have the description. Okay. So description, and then let's say this is variable char or variable character. So 300. And then after the description, we have featured. Okay. So for the featured, it is tiny. So save this. Too big for the price. Okay. So let me just have here. So click save. Yeah. So it will. So once that you created a table, so this is our table. Now we can insert here our price. So let's say this is 1,000. The brand name, let's say this is Recosana. Or this is Coach Bag. Coach Bag. And then the image, okay, for the image, so just type slash website, the name of your folder, which is a sample, and then slash image, okay, slash, then here, what will be the file name of your picture or image? So let's say I have already downloaded um, the image. So bag1 dot png, and then so for the description, this is our top products. Okay. Now for the picture, it is one. So click go. Yeah. And then click browse. So you will see here that we've already created and input a details for our bag table. Okay, now, so since I've already downloaded a sample picture for bag, okay, so let me double check this if it is. So inside here, let me double check if it is a PNG. Okay. So let me just get my downloaded PNG bag here. Okay. So let me copy this. Then go to your C drive, some folder, and then htdocs. So the folder sample, and then create a folder here which is images, and then double click and then paste the image to your folder images. Okay. So now go back to your Visual Studio Editor. Now here, let me just copy the connection string so that our database and the table will be called here in our index.php. So to maximize again the time that for this video, I'm going to uh, get the code here. Okay. So this is the code that will call to our database. So before the doc type, okay, so type here the connections that will be called to our um, database. Okay, now here I will be using my database that I created earlier, which is IRAP. So if you follow this video, so earlier I created a sample database here. Okay, so here if you follow this, you will just type here on your Visual Studio editor, this the database sample. Okay, and then the table that you created. Okay, now let me just give you additional code here. So let me just again open the folder that I created earlier. So to maximize, let me just save this, and then let me again get the website, the code, so that it will be easily for me to maximize the minutes of this video. Okay, so here I will just copy this. Okay, and then let me go back to my folder sample. Okay, so let me paste this. So after this, let us create a I created here a link which is details.php. Okay, so let us create here. So click here on your sample and then click new file and then type details.php. Okay, so press hit on your or enter on your keyboard. Now, to have a code for this details.php, go back to your index.php, then copy this connection string to call for your database and table. Okay, after this, go back again to your index. And then, okay, so let me go back. So let me save these changes. And then let me go back to the folder that I created earlier. Okay, save. So let me get the code for this. Okay, and then I will go back again to my sample folder. Then go back to the PHP details.php. Then paste this code. Okay. So save this, a file, save. And then go back to your browser. So let us refresh this. So that's it. We have here the top products of erams.com. So the picture of the bag, you will see this picture. It depends upon on the pixels. Okay. Now the price. For more details of this bag, you will click more. Okay. So let me just go back to our code here. Then for the details, okay. So for the details that PHP, we don't need here the um, link for the details that PHP. Then instead, copy this and then paste this. And then, so let's say after clicking the more, we will call the description column of our table bag. So description. Then after the description, I want to know the brand name. Okay. So change this column based on our table. So we have brand name. And then save this. So go back to your browser and then refresh this. Then that's it. So if you will go back to the home page, so after clicking the more button here, so it will tell you the price, the details of the descriptions of the products and the brand name. Okay, so that's it. How you will create a simple um, e-commerce website using PHP. So in order for you to get this code, so I will just click this index.php and then slowly I will scroll down so that you can follow this code. Okay. So I will slowly click this and then go back to my details.php so that you can also get this code. Slowly I will scroll it down. Okay, so that's it. So I hope you learn how to create a simple e-commerce website using PHP. So good luck and God bless.